Okay, let's try this again. Nick Vooch must go.
Cognac, gang.
Shop Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I am Cognac Boy CDubb, holding it down on another daily episode of Shop Boys Podcast. If you like what you're listening to, make sure you hit that like button, punch that subscribe button. Now let's get into the content. The Chicago Bulls played two preseason games. They won both of them. We've seen some good performances by some of the players, and Io and Montes Buzelis, and last game, and Josh Giddey, and even Javon Carter had a pretty good game. The Bulls played the Milwaukee Bucks later on today, this evening, at 6 o'clock. Make sure you glued in to YouTube to check out the live call with the Cognac Boys. But this isn't about that. This is about the obvious. Nick Vooch must go. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and try again until everybody gets it into their head that this is not going to work. Nick Vooch did not play the last game against the Cleveland Cavaliers, the last preseason game, but he played the first 3 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist. He started that first game as well. But just like always, the Bulls, with a slow start, gave up plenty of points in the paint and got out to a 12-2 deficit early in that first game. A lot of people would like to point out a lot of things, like you working out the Kings. It's been a long layoff before your first piece of action, NBA action. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to blame it on where it should be blamed on. Nick Vooch is the oddball. He is. He's the only thing from the last generation that is holding this team back. We quickly got to a 12-2 deficit. The defense is horrible, bro. We can't be competitive with it. We can't even think about winning with it. We truly want to turn the page. We must do Nick Vooch a favor and do the Chicago Bulls a favor. Trade the guy. It's not, I know what he can bring to the table. 18-10. I gave him an extra boost. It's really 17-10. I give him 18-10. He's going to rebound. He's going to get buckets for you. Although I think it's a little old school the way he scores, kind of a back to the basket type player. He got a nice little in the post, up and under moves. He got a little mid range, and he can shoot the three on occasion. He can get hot. But the Chicago Bulls could not go into the future with this kid. I want to talk about one stat when it pertains to Nick Vooch, bro. Points given up in the paint. And since Nick Vooch, let's just say since 2021-22 season, the Bulls was ranked 20th and giving up points in the paint at 49.5. The 23 season, they were 25th. So we falling off. They giving up 51 points in the paint per game. On the 24 season, they were 28th, giving up 52.5 points per game. And last year, they were dead last with points given up in the paint, with 54 points in the paint. And when you bring up a stat like that, you instantly first, when you talk about giving up points in the paint, you got to go to the center. You got to go to the center. Automatically, you in charge of the basket, protecting the basket. When has Nick Vucevic ever protected the basket? Each year we've gotten worse at protecting the basket with Nick Vucevic. We can't get any worse than 30th for right now till we make an expansion. So we must do the most responsible thing for this young and exciting team. Gotta either get us another trade for another big or let Zach Collins and Jalen Smith play it out. Off just a little bit of minutes that he played, 18 minutes in that first game. I'm gonna tell you it's gonna be a frustrating year if this guy's here the entire season. I'm just sorry. Now, I also been looking through some content about Nick Vucevic, and I found this article on Pimpin' Ain't Easy. In Chicago, they talked about Nick Vucevic being really the storyline for the Chicago Bulls until the trade and deadline is here. What are we going to do, and when are we going to get rid of Vooch? This is Pimpin' Ain't Easy. In Chicago, the endless trade chatter around Nick Vucevic is expected to pick up. The Bulls have finally seemed to settle on a direction, building a team around the young talent Vucevic, who is set to make a very tradable $21.4 million on the final year of his deal, will be appealing to teams looking for more offensive firepower in their front court. Joe, he's an asset that we can trade, bro. They all right. We go through this every season. A team that's on the verge, a team that need a little boost, a team that's in need of just a change in the roster could come and trade for Vooch. And I don't think we should be stubborn in that negotiation. I am willing to give away Vooch. I know that salary is 21.4. I'm extreme. I'm willing to give him away. I'm willing to cut him. That's what I'm willing to do. Buy him out. I'm extreme. I'm all the way to the extreme. But I knew that he is not a match with this team. And I'm willing to do the extreme to get him off this team. Buy him out. If you can't trade him, buy him out. And I'm not picking on Nick Vucevic, bro. He might be a good guy off the court. This is purely on the court analytics, analysis. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Is it imperative that we get rid of Nick Vucevic before the trading deadline? I already know he's going to start the season. But Nick Vucevic must go. Let me know in the comments.
Cognac.